closer.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the channel. I'm Jason the Nice One, and thank you so much for being here. I'd like to thank everyone that's in the chat right now, as well as watching this in replay. So grateful for your support and coming here today to watch another live stream of mine. Today I'm going to be doing live reviews of Wonka and You're Killing Me. Also, I'll be recently I did host some polls on my community page. I'm getting prepared to finding out people's votes on what they would like to see during next month. We'll be beginning the very first season of a new series called JTN's Springfest 2024, which will happen every year during the month of May. They're spring-themed films. It could be spring awakes, renewal, family renewal, anything you would think would kind of be related to spring, including even spring horror themed spring films. However you want to talk about how to mention it. And so that's what I put up, and those have been up for about quite a bit of time right now. And so I've got those results in. I also got the results in from didn't get any from. I did offer for those that wanted to offer during email for either from email to my email address or my Instagram or Facebook. Didn't receive any from there, so these are the top vote getters in both of those polls, and we're going to put those on the wheel, and we're going to spin on the four the little picks will be the ones that we'll feature next month in that fest. So we'll be doing that a little bit later after the reviews. Just to get started, please remember that if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. That really does help the channel out and allows YouTube, they'll get the stream as well as this channel out more to a wider audience, as well as the same thing that goes with for subscribers. If you have not subscribed, I encourage you to do that. It's a free service that you can get notification of any things that are uploaded or events coming to the channel. There is no spam. And that also helps that the channel out, that YouTube also puts out the channel and these events to a wider audience. And so for no charge at all, nothing at all, for free, you can then help the channel. And any support that you can give is very much appreciated. Also, this channel does have a Patreon. If you're interested in membership benefits that are available, which only benefits for this channel, you can click on the link below. There is a link to that. And you can check out the different varying levels. The first level, the least expensive level, is for you get a whole month of benefits, and it's actually 98% of all the benefits available that comes with the channel for less than 1 cup of coffee per month. It gives you a whole month. It's a very, very inexpensive way to do that. Also, if you're also interested during this stream, you can also what we call go and purchase a super chat, and that is done through Venmo. You can see that link down below as well. Just go into your Venmo app and click on the handle that I do have there written, and any amount will be great, and that will only get you on your chat ahead of us, prioritized in the chat. Also, it does, again, helps for the channel, keeps the lights on, helps us out. And also, for now, I do have a partnership that I have, a channel that I'm working on, partnership we've been working on with two of my dear friends, Katie from Poppin' the Popcorn, as well as Kyle from Flet's Movies and Pop Cultures 13. We've been trying to get a channel together and putting that together. And unfortunately, we've had to put that on hold. Our dear friend Kyle has gone through some serious health problems and all that, and he has gone through 2 surgeries. He's going to be recovering at home soon, coming home. We're hoping and praying for that. Please remember him in your prayers and thoughts. Anything will help. And also, he'll be when he comes home, it's going to be a long recovery period, and so he's going to be out of work. And so all proceeds from any super chats or any Patreon memberships from this alone forward until further notice, those funds will go directly to him. to help him. So if you do, that's great. If you do want to do a super chat after, if you're watching any other type of stream or this in replay, you can go ahead and do that. Just go ahead and do the same thing, send that, and then notify that if you have any questions that you would like answered that you could because you weren't in the stream, go ahead and send it to either my Facebook or my Instagram, which you can find those down in the description below. And then also you can send me via email. The channel's email is Jason the Nice One at gmail.com. It's Jason the Nice One at gmail.com. That's also listed in the link. Okay, I think that's everything. Yep. Also, both those channels for my collaborators, Katie, Popping the Popcorn, and Kyle's Flutz Movies and Pop Culture 13. You can find the links for those channels down as well. You can find it as well. You can always find them too as well, listed on the homepage of my YouTube channel. If you go into the section of Creators Den, click View All, you'll be able to find their links. You can directly click on those links to their channels as well. Okay. Very thank you for your patience here. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start first. Both of these let you know right now that there will be spoiler reviews, but I'm just going to do a non-spoiler review at the beginning of each time. Then I will give you a chance to leave before we go into the spoiler part of the review if you've seen the channel. You haven't seen the film yet. So first I'm going to start with Wonka. And I've been wanting to review this, and basically Wonka, what's amazing to me about Wonka was this was one that I was not really interested in originally. I was not interested in watching this, seeing this, like, oh, another Wonka film. Come on. Why do we do remakes and remakes? Well, I'm glad that I paid attention, started reading, and watched other people's reviews and friends of mine's reviews of it, and realized it was not a remake. It was actually a prequel. I thought, well, they did try to do a prequel with Johnny Depp and failed miserably, but okay, maybe, might be this, might give it a chance. Okay, come on, Jason, give it a chance. It's not that, so maybe it's a different viewpoint of prequel. And all that, and when I found out that Timothée Chalamet was in it, that had me hooked because I've always admired this young actor. He is amazing. He's been in such films. I saw him originally in make sure I got this film right. I remember the name. Good grief, I'm doing great. Let me look real quick. I memorize all my notes here. I have links here. Call Me By Your Name. Call Me By My Name. And that's the first time I saw him. He absolutely moved me to tears in that movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend that. As well as a film, later on, a year later, he did a film called Beautiful Boy, in which he played a drug addict and his struggles through rehab and the support his parents gave him. Magnificent performance in that as well. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it too. And it's it's an amazing performance by him. And so that's where I said, okay, I'm going to give it a chance. On top of the fact, through some of my friends' reviews, they actually told me that it was also a musical. I thought, a musical? Well, I know Timothy can sing. He's got a great singing voice. And before I've seen him, I've heard him sing before. And he's got a great voice. I said, okay, I'm going to give this a chance. And I'm so happy I did. I would have really been missed out on something what I will call a great, great film. A film that I highly recommend. It's so enjoyable. I've never had so much fun in my life. And great performances all around. Not only from Timothée Chalamet, but also some other great stars that some of you might know. The wonderful Olivia Colman. She plays a villain in the piece, and she's fantastic. I know Olivia Colman. If you're probably aware, she's most likely, you might know her from the films The Favorite, and She played Queen Elizabeth II in the Crown series, as well as she did um, I think I'm trying to think of the ones that are kind of well known. I know there's one of the one where I'm trying to remember I first saw her in. Come on. Appreciate your patience here. Oh, I can't remember. It was a movie I first saw her in. She was nominated. It was about a queen and her two, the relationship with a queen and her two uh, handmaidens. And for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of that. Well, that's okay, but that's where I first saw her. And look one more time to begin with. Sometimes they're hidden. The Favorite. And she's also, that's the first time I ever saw her, and she was also nominated. I think she won the Oscar for that role as well. Also, another wonderful actor that's in this that you may know that I absolutely love is Jim Carter, who plays her cohort, her co-villain. And not her cohort, just actually is a man that another character that she is exploiting. Don't want to spoil anything. And he's in it called his name is Atticus Crunch. He becomes a friend to Wonka. His name's Jim Carter. He's probably best known as where I first saw him was as Mr. Carson in Downton Abbey. That's, oh my goodness gracious, I love him in that. That's where I first saw him. You're probably familiar with that one if you've seen that film. Okay, so basically the basic plot, without spoilers, is basically with dreams about opening a shop in a city renowned for its chocolate, a young and poor Willy Wonka discovers that the industry is run by a cartel of greedy chocolatiers. So at that point, that's mostly what I can do now. I'm going to go now into the spoiler portion of the alert. If there's anything else I'm going to talk to you about, we'll spoil the film. So please make sure if you have not seen the film, I would highly recommend at this point to go ahead and leave. Come back when you have seen the film. Okay, so I'm going to give you just a chance here real quick to do that, and then we will start. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start with the spoiler part of the review. And once again, I did say this is an absolutely incredible film. I'm so glad that I found it, and so glad that I saw that. And basically, the rest of this, to give more of a detailed synopsis of that. Basically, again, I said this is the prequel, and it basically says that Willy Wonka is the mastermind behind some of the most delicious and innovative chocolate creations the world has ever seen. But before shaking up the chocolate industry and making a name for himself as a confectionery genius, the ambitious young creator had to defy all odds. As a result, Willy transformed his wildest dreams into reality with a bold vision, determination, and unexpected help from new friends. After all, hard work and a dash of magic can make anything happen, because as Willy already knows, it only takes a dream to make a difference. I agree with that. This is basically after he had gone through his childhood. You see a little bit of that and how little bit about his background with his mother. I don't really know too much about his father, and I really love the backstory. It's not this weird that just I did not like in the um, Tim Burton film. This was new and very nice, very not so odd, pretty fast forward. And basically, we're seeing him now as a beginning of the movie. He is traveling. His mother has died, and he's going to seek his fortunes. I promise my mother that I will fulfill her dream, and I'll fulfill my dreams. That's the one thing she wanted him to do. And she also says, in effect, is that when you share your chocolate with the world, I will be there. So he comes to England or whatever with a brand new hope, in England, brand new hope and all this world, and not expecting the competition he's about to get into, including one of the famous villains from the original, from the novel, as well as the original film with Gene Wilder, Slugworth. And so how he began, how their relationship began. And so basically he's competing with this all the time, and he just is dealing with this. He's completely dealing with this, cannot seem to get headway. Every step of the way, Slugworth and this cartel of three other chocolatiers they have own the police force in this part of town, and they do it. And so he forces the police force, which is also played, by the way, I forgot, probably one of my other favorite actors. Let me look real quick here. I can. Keegan Michael May, as he plays the chief of police. You probably most know him from let me look quick here, from the television series Abbott Elementary. He was in that. The Superintendent Reynolds. Also, he was as Josh Skinner in the wonderful TV series Schmigadoon. That's another one I think that's pretty well known. And the other one he was, where I saw him first, was in Netflix's version of the musical The Prom, where he played Principal Tom Hawkins. And he's playing, there's a wonderful performance as well as the sheriff, the chief of police, that basically takes over. And basically tries to ruin Wonka's life, keep him from having his dreams. So this struggle goes on throughout the movie. He is taken, and he's not allowed to be there anymore. That's where he can't. He's got to go. Period. His goal was I'm going to buy that factory, the empty factory that was there, and it's going to be my factory, no matter what. And so he goes and leaves and says, well, I'm going to have to get money in order to buy that factory. And so he goes to a little house that he is recommended to, run by Olivia Colman, Mrs. Scrubbit, and then her. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the character's name. I think he's just another character, but she's got another villain in tow with him running everything. And he kind of seduces him over, saying, I've got a place I can recommend. They both are running this. It is a slum house. It is a corrupt house. They want for you to stay for free, but you have to pay. It's like something $30,000 something a night, and you have to pay that off by working for me in my laundry. And so there's a lot of people, and so he's stuck in the slave labor. All of this stuff, which is really sad. That's where he meets Jim Carter, because she's kind of the boss of the laundry and runs that, and these people become his friends. Great ensemble that surrounds him, and that's some great actors and possible, and as well as his cohort that becomes his best friend and kind of his co-star throughout the film is the actress Kayla Lane. She plays the character of Noodle. They become partners. He helps her to believe in herself, believe in her dreams, because she doesn't know where she came from, how she got there, but she keeps just and wondering why Slugworth she was put there by Slugworth, why he has it in for her so badly. So that's the crux of the show, trying to basically figure out why she is where she is. So there these adventures, all these different things, including another wonderful performance. He is stalked by I'm doing great. I remember names here is driving me crazy. By the wonderful Hugh Grant, and he plays an Oompa Loompa, and I think one of the greatest character roles I've ever seen him ever play. It's a CGI role. I don't care. It was well done. I was convinced me. CGI didn't bother me, and he's come from the island that he spent his life learning chocolates on where that's from, and they were stealing. His mother was stealing the chocolate cocoa beans from these trees, which was the Oompa Loompas' sole source of income. They had to, that's the only way it's supposed to have income. So he's come to get revenge. He's been kicked off. He's been until he gets revenge on the man which is Wonka. So he's got this person coming after him as well. So this makes up for this funny, incredible story. And basically, toward the end, to sum it all up, basically is the fact that he basically earns the money, gets it through sneaking out and going and getting money and whatever. And after a while, he catches on how to hide the money. He just keeps saving it so nobody knows about it until he gets enough money that he can go ahead and buy the chocolate factory. On top of the fact that he earns enough money where he can go ahead and pay off his bill. So they've lost, Slugworth lost, he's won, he's legitimately there. They can't stop him. He's got the factory. Well, you think. And so basically at this point, he goes in and Slugworth convinces the police to vandalize and destroy the factory on opening day by taking his chocolate and adding something that causes all people to eat it to have weird symptoms and weird things happen to them. So, of course, those people are going to blame Wonka and all that and want their money back. So there he goes. He can't do anything. His dream is lost. He can't be there. He can't do what he wants to do. But he's got the money to pay the bill off. And he doesn't have the money to pay the bill off or anything. So what happens is, in order to get him out, they tell him, if you don't get out, we will pay your bill if you get out of town. But you stay away from that old girl. If you do that, we will not kill her. We will not. We'll save her. We will free her, and she'll be free to go. So he says, okay, for that sake, he says, and he leaves. He's on the ship, ready to go back, and here's the Oompa Loompa following him, saying, well, wherever you're going, I'm going, because I'm going to come to justice. You're going to pay us back, or I'm going to bring you to justice. Unbeknownst to him, or whatever, is basically sends her out. He's going to kill her. He is hiding a secret. Her mother is his daughter. And so she did not know that, and in order to go ahead and do that, he imprisons her and tells her she's dead. So what are you looking for? She's dead. So the poor girl loses all hope, and well, news gets aside. I can't remember what it was, how it was, but news gets aside that he's going to go ahead and realize that, oh my gosh, they didn't keep their promise. He's like, that's it. I'm done. I don't care what it is. I want to sacrifice everything to save her life. I'm going to get her out and take her with me. So the blue says, well, I'm coming with you. I'm not leaving your sight. So all of a sudden, he becomes his friend, helps him break her out or whatever, and they start to go ahead and leave at this point to escape. Well, that's fine. The cop somehow figures it out. And he goes and he's going to say, I'm going to do this. But they tell him, you get him on this ship, which has explosives on it, and that'll be it. So at this point, there's no way. Hope was gone, and then finally the policeman, the police chief, gets that conscience and says, "No, I'm not going to do this. I don't care. You can destroy me, whatever you want to do. I don't care. I am not going to sit there and murder for you." And so he goes back to try to get the rescue of the boys back. Comes back, and it's too late. The food exploded, so he thinks, oh, all hope is dead. We think they're dead. They're dead. They survive. And they find out that the cops go ahead with the people that are working underneath the ground go ahead and say, we're going to put our lives on the line. We're tired of this crap. We're going to stand up to her. And they create a diversion through the help of a zookeeper or a zoo. And basically who's hiding this whole time is a priest played by the wonderful Rowan Atkinson. You probably know him as the Blackadder and Mr. Bean. And he and a bunch of chocoholic priests, Monason's monastery, that is where they are hiding the factory where all this chocolate is being made that is not good. They're feeding people bad chocolate, but also they have proof. They have books proving that they are crooked, that they and the police have been in cahoots. So they finally get it. They finally get that information, and they're going to come to the cops and say, "Here's the evidence." Wins the day. So he is freed. Everything's freed. The Crumbs are arrested, and they distract her by making her believe that her cohort is in love with her, which is really hilarious. How sorry to go on. I just wanted to go ahead and basically give you what the synopsis is and what I felt about it. I thought all of this was an incredible story. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful story. And so that's how he ends up. That wins it in the day. But the thing that bothered him, where he gave up on his dream, is his mother didn't show up when he shipped his chocolate to the room. So he gave up on the dream. He didn't believe that she lied to him. He stopped believing in, and this is where they do use this, and they have a lot of original songs that are wonderful, but where they do borrow the song with great tribute to the original film, he does his own version of Pure Imagination. Pardon me. And he decides that he's going to help this little girl. He knows the information. He finds information and brings her and reunites her with her brother. And he says, "You know something? This is crazy. I have all the money in the world or whatever." And he sees this old I think I can't remember if it was a church or something, whatever he finds. He's like, I'm going to build my factory. I'm going to do it anyway. I don't care. I want to do chocolates is what I want to do. And he says, well, I got to take you back. You're not going anywhere. He says, why not join me? Your life is worthless. I need your help. Okay. As long as I have all the chocolate I want. Okay. So now that's where now we get everything continuing to join up with the Gene Wilder film, and he builds his factory. And he becomes successful. And in the end, while he is building that, he opens up the factory and tries to build his dream and to share it with the world. And his mother appears. So he finally believes and has his faith back and restored him. And so that's the end of the story. And the thing that I love most too, that surprised me about the Chalamet is what he did his homework and he went back, watched Gene Wilder's performance, and with all respect, nothing trying to mimic him at all, he chose certain mannerisms that he added to his interpretation of the character to give homage to Gene Wilder. And it worked. So you kind of believe, oh, he does look like Gene Wilder. He does look like Wonka as a young man. And so that's basically my review. I give it 5 stars, and I highly recommend the film if you haven't seen that, if you know that. And so I just highly recommend it and hope that you enjoy it as I did. Okay, now on real quickly, I'm going to go to the second review that I'm going to be doing, and that is of You're Killing Me. Some of you may have seen this, but this is really an underrated film because it has never been released theatrically. You tell me. I have no idea why this has not been released theatrically. I cannot believe this. Cannot believe this. And so, basically, I saw this the night of our watch party with the actor that's the lead actor in it. And then there's Bryce Anthony Heller, and he plays a villain in the piece. The character's name is Barrett Theodore Schroeder. And I'll try to do any spoilers, so at this point I'm just going to go very quickly here. So for those of you who haven't seen this, if you haven't left by now, you're going to want to leave now and see this film first before you watch the rest of this. You can come back and replay and watch the review for the spoiler review, the rest of the review. That's because I'm going to do spoiler reviews of this. But to do a non-spoiler, this stars this actor. He was there with us, and I totally, absolutely enjoyed his performance. Absolutely his performance. And I'm not going to give any spoilers because very quickly into the film, you're going to know that he's a villain. You already know. You know very quickly. It's not spoiling anything. It's pretty very, very, at the very beginning. You know who it is. You just see how and if he gets away with it. There's a young girl by the name of McKaylee Miller, actress, and she plays Eden Murphy, the lead actress in it. She was absolutely wonderful in it as well. Great performances. But basically, to give a basic premise and unspoilered synopsis, it follows Eden, who goes to a coveted heaven and hell party hoping to get a letter of recommendation to elite university from the wealthy parents of her classmate. But the party quickly turns into a fight for her life. Boy, does it ever. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to go now into the spoiler portion of this. So I'm going to go ahead and once again give you a chance to leave now before we go into the spoiler and come back and watch it and replay after you've seen that. Okay, I'm going to do that right now. Pardon me. Okay, welcome back. So I'm going to finish this review. I had never heard anything about this movie. This movie, I cannot believe they took it right straight to streaming and they've not released it worldwide in theaters or on video. Well, that's a shame. And that's why I'm reviewing this to get the word out for people to see this film. And I think you can see. I think it's featured on, if I remember right, Paramount Plus. If I remember right, yeah, and it's Paramount Plus. Let me look real quick so I know I'm doing the right way. Yeah, Paramount Plus. You can stream it on there if you're a member of that, or you can rent or buy it on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. So that's the ways to get it. But if you get these and watch this more often, the producers hopefully will know. I would get in contact with the producers, the studio, write to the studio, get the word out, and the more people that are watching it, and the more people, eventually it will go ahead and encourage the studios to say, okay, we've got it, let's put the review in place and get it out in the theaters. And then hopefully that will get a better, and the actors can be seen, the work can be seen from a wider audience. And they own that. So that's why I'm doing this, basically, to do that. Because this is something you don't want to miss. If you love not only horror films, great horror films, but also a suspense thriller type of suspense thriller bent to them, and a mystery bent, you're there for it. And if you like a little violence, whatever, it's got that in there too. But it's not overdone, and it's always plot driven, not just done for gore's sake, which I cannot stand. Will never recommend. It's all good. So this is such a great film, and I think that you will enjoy that as well. For those of you that now may have seen this, I'm going to give my spoiler review now, and to let you know that you may have seen this and been aware of this. But basically, to give a spoilers synopsis, the storyline basically is Eden, a bright student who is waitlisted at her dream college, attends a party hosted by a powerful congressman's son to get a letter of recommendation. However, she and her friend Zara discover that Schroeder and his friends are involved in the disappearance of a missing girl. As tensions rise, Eden uses her wit and manipulation skills to navigate the dangerous social hierarchy of the wealthy elite and protect herself and those she cares about. As she delves deeper into the mystery, she uncovers shocking secrets and must fight to survive. And yes, definitely she does. And she finds out the fact that not only was he involved, there are two other friends of his that were involved with it, and the cause of this girl's death, and there's a girl that in the beginning that tries to find out it was her sister that died. What happened to her? And nobody keeps dismissing her and get away whatever and get just whatnot. Karen, they said, you're just grieving, you got to get over it and move on. Well, it comes to find out, when she comes here, she goes ahead and decides to see if she can manipulate that and find out while she's in the house what really happened. Well, by accident, she hears the entire story. And so now she has to fight her and her friend to survive, because now the character Schroeder now realizes that she knows everything and she's going to be taken out. And so basically the rest of the film is her surviving him. But we have some wonderful cast of characters, wonderful ensemble of actors. All of them do a great job. But also featuring the incredible Dermot Mulroney, playing his father, Congressman Schroeder, and his mother is played by Anne Heche, Astrid Schroeder. Of course, we all know Astrid and Heche, Dermot Mulroney. I think are very familiar names to you. And but Anne Heche, unfortunately, this was her swan song. This was her last film. It was a great film for her to go out on before she died. She'll be missed. She died way too young. But this was a great role. In the end, that you find out that they will do anything. She tells him, this is what he's done. Can you believe that? Oh, we knew it all along. And he's just, we're going to protect everything. my family. You're not going to ruin this. So they go ahead and help him, and they think they went ahead and put her dad who's trying to help her, trying to save her, gets involved. He is knocked out. They're all drugged, right, put in a car, and left for dead. Always the villains have a fatal flaw, and that's their ego. They don't check. And so at the end, whatever, they survive, unbeknownst to the Anhesh and all that, and Russ are not, don't know this, and they're celebrating. And all of a sudden, she comes back, sneaks in the home, and triumphantly kills, out of survival, kills Schroeder's parents. And also, and then whatever, and Bryce comes back, Schroeder comes back, and he has no idea that his parents are killed. He sees them, and he goes after her. And the confrontation of all confrontations, she wins the day, the great final girl, and kills him. And then, of course, the police are finally coming. They saw the car. They don't know what was happening, and she was able to call the police. And so we're sure that all it's going to be revealed and everything will be okay. But that's basically, in a nutshell, The Killing Me. I love this plot. As you've seen it, this is a great story, a wonderful, wonderful story that I think basically deserves more attention. So if you're watching this in replay, please, go get this film. Excuse me. And see these films, and they'll get, the students will find it gets a lot of publicity, a lot of viewings, a lot of purchases on, if you like to purchase it on Amazon or rent it. Jeez Louise, season 20. And also, if you watch it on Prepare, just watch it. The numbers, the producers are going to have to pay attention. All right, I'm done. Sorry about that. So that's basically my reviews of both these films. I highly recommend them, and that's why I've done it. You go out and see them. I just enjoyed both these. I give this one as well 5 stars, and I think it's a great horror movie / suspense thriller. And actually, to me, hails back to the days, the golden age of Hollywood. With like Double Indemnity, with Hitchcock, especially Hitchcock's Suspicion, when a woman thinks that her husband's killing her, all that, and also, like I said, another film. I'm trying to remember the name of the film that this is a lot like the Hitchcock did, was Frenzy, which was his last film, which is a family murder mystery type that you don't know who the villain is, you don't know who it is, and who's who and what. Yeah, it's amazing. And so this film did pay homage and brought back the old style, but with a new, modern take, with a brand new young cast that rose to the occasion and are absolutely incredible. And every single one of them are wonderful, wonderful actors. And I'm going to be sorry if you missed this film. Okay, now finally, I'm going to go ahead and back now to what we're going to do here real quick. Just one moment, please. I can do something really quick here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and what I talked about before. I'm going to go ahead and bring up these films that we're voted upon. So let me go ahead and share my screen here real quick. Let me now. There we go. Okay. Now these films I want to let you know, basically, I'm sorry, people. Jeez, my body's not cooperating with me. I'm gonna go ahead real quick and get this going here. And hey, Melissa, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Glad to have you here. I'm glad that you're here. And thank you for your support. I really appreciate that. And hope you've enjoyed the reviews. And again, like I said, I'm going to go ahead real quick here. And I'm going to. Oh, that's great. I did too. I understand. I did like the original Willy Wonka better. That's great. I did. Out of the two, I liked them both, but my heart will always be with the original. Definitely. With Gene Wilder. That's what I was raised with. Totally agree with you on that. Also, as well, and I just yeah, he was like killing me 2 days ago. I did that. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. It's an amazing, amazing film, and I hope it gets more word out because it deserves it. It deserves a theatrical release of it. That as well, definitely. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead real quick. Here's what I said originally. These were polls that were on my community page. And I had two different sets of polls. One had Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Oh, no, the first one. Just going to get my notes up here. Oh, good grief. Just a minute. Excuse me. Let me do something really quick here. Sorry, just a minute. So we don't have to see everything here. Good grief. There we go. Sorry. Okay, so basically, my the first poll had the two top vote getters for that. The first poll was Ferris Bueller's Day Off and The Wicker Man. Those were the top two votes. The second one, they had three top vote getters, the top votes, and that was A Bug's Life, April Fool's Day, and A League of Their Own. And so those are on the list, each of those to go ahead and go in. And basically, I picked, but these were voted upon. And then I put in, still known as I put in as my pick for it. So we're going to go ahead and take these and yeah, it's been doing this for quite a while. I've had it happen even before that. I've been noticing it in my streams and all that. Didn't notice it in other streams, and I noticed it in mine, and it comes back. Yeah, it comes back. Like I said, it's a pain in the butt. But until I found that out from Night told me about that. Yeah, it'll disappear. I said, oh, okay, so I won't worry about it. So I stopped worrying about it. But yeah, definitely, it's a pain. But yeah, and I do love Ferris Bueller's Day Off as well. So that's kind of what that got the top vote getter. But that's basically, I did offer it to for other people who want to put their votes in via Instagram or Facebook or by email. My email, but I didn't get any results. So this is it. This is what we're gonna. The wheel. We're gonna pick the first four that the wheel picks is going to be featured next month in we will also will be the basic first four will be the ones that we will show next month. I'm premiering a brand new series on my channel starting next month. It'll be every year in May, called JTN's Spring Fest. And these are movies that are either spring themed, about spring renewal, anything that you would consider has a spring theme, including spring-based horror films. And luckily, two of them, The Wicker Man and April Fool's Day, were voted upon. So that's great. I put those in because those are two of my favorite ones, and so these were voted upon. So I'm glad they are. So we have a chance. So we're going to go ahead and do this real quick. I'm going to spin the wheel, and the first one will be those films next. They'll be coming up next month and then in the fest. I'm going to go real quick here, and I'm going to shuffle here. Okay. Make sure we get a fair go. Alrighty, now I'm going to go ahead and do the first spin. And here we go. Okay. A League of Their Own. Great. Just going to click here real quick here. Let me real quick here. I'm going to bolden that on my list to make sure that's one that's going to be picked. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove that. Alrighty, here is make sure this gets removed. Okay, now the next one. Here we go. A Bug's Life. Yep, A Bug's Life. Wow. An animated one. I have actually not had an animated film on a live stream, a movie watch party before. That's going to be the first, so that's great. Hang on, and do that again right here. And I'll mark that bold. Alrighty. So let's remove that one. Alrighty. And here's the third one. Okay, we got a horror film. I'm kind of glad. That's April Fool's Day. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that. That's one of my favorites. I love that. It's a comedy horror. 1980s hit. Mark that as chosen. There we go. All right, and now here's the last one. And here we go. Another one, The Wicker Man. All righty. So we're going to have a comedy, an animated film, and two spring-themed horror films. Wicker Man is a classic 70s cult film. Is absolutely incredible. And it's, I can't think of his name, the actor that's in it. I'll be putting these up so you'll know. So he was the original on TV. I can't remember the name of the TV show. But, alrighty. Let me cross those out. Okay. Alrighty. Let me go ahead real quick here. Let me restore my screen back. Okay, so basically at this point, so the four that are going to be premiering next month on the first four films will be shown on our very first JTN Spring Fest will be Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The Wicker Man, A Bug's Life, and April Fool's Day. I'm excited. I'll get these streams set up as quick as I can here, and once they're up, you'll be notified. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you'll be notified. And please, when they do, if you could go to each one of those and like those, that's it. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and that will help the channel. That will get those streams out, and as well as the streams also the channel out to the wider audience. Right. Thank you. I think they are too. They're great choices. I love them all. And yes, I forgot. Yes, Christopher Lee is definitely he's in Wicker Man. I forgot. That's right. He is in that as well. He's great at that. I love Christopher Lee. Great classical. From the Hammer horror films in England is where he started. Of course, we know him in just the Star Wars prequels. And so it's Count Dooku. Alrighty, well, that's it. I was wondering ahead. I'm glad. Thank you for your patience. Glad you for being here. For those, Melissa, thank you, and also those of us who are in the chat today. Also for those who are in the watching this via replay, thank you for your support. I'm so very happy and appreciate that support. Once again, if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. That will help. As well as also, please remember that hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. That will give you all the news about upcoming events and uploads to the channel. Also, we do have, if you want to join our Patreon, that helps the channel out as well. That keeps the lights on, and you can have membership benefits only to this channel. You can click on the link below there, and you can see our different levels once again for those of you who joined us later. And what will happen with that is just basically the lowest level, the first level, the least expensive level, gives you 98% of all the benefits that are available to the channel. And it's for the same price as 1 cup of coffee a month. It's very, very less than 1 cup of coffee a month. So it's very, very good price and great benefits. Also, if you do have super chats available, you can see that down below. Venmo soon will hopefully be available by PayPal soon. These are available during streams, but if in between streams, if you didn't do that, you would like to, you can go ahead and do that. That helps the channel as well. And if you want to ask a question you forgot or kind of felt shy you didn't want to, go ahead and send me via my Facebook or Instagram. Those are listed down as well. And also order by email. My email for the channel is all_jasontheniceone@gmail.com. And I'll go ahead and answer those questions for you. Also, as I said, we've been trying to start two friends of mine, great content owners that you might know, content creators, Katie from Top Bottle Popcorn and Kyle from Flets Movies and Pop Culture. They're both we're collaborating to start a new channel called K&J Reviews. Fortunately, we've had to put that on hold. Kyle's gone through some health issues, had to have some surgeries. He's going to be coming home soon. Please keep him in your prayers. When he gets home, he's going to have a long recovery period and be unemployed quite a bit. So all proceeds from super chats as well as any amount that you want in super chats or Patreon memberships will go to help. All praises go to Kyle to help him during his recovery and to be able to pay his rent and his bills while he's in recovery. And if you have any questions for me, all that, whatever you can. Also, if you want to send good wishes to Kyle, you can too, and I will pass those along to him. And hey, Jerry, glad that you showed up. Glad that you're here. Thank you for coming. You can watch this in replay soon. This will be a little replay right after this, and the reviews. And so, hope you enjoyed it. But thank you for dropping by, Jerry. And thank you for your support. You're always welcome here, and thankful that you're here, and thankful for your friendship. I appreciate that so much. Well, basically tonight, do not forget tonight we're going to have our live stream celebration, celebrating the 100 subscribers for the channel, as well as I missed it because my job wouldn't let me, so I fixed that and told my job where to get off. I told them you're not going to do that to me ever again. Got that straightened out, and so I'll be hosting that tonight. That's going to begin at basically at 7:40, 6:45. No, 7:40. Just excuse me for just a minute. Good grief! I can't even know my own channel. For heavens to Betsy, this I'm doing great this morning. And that's starting. That's tonight. That starts at 8:45 p.m. Mountain Time. And that's going to be 9:45 p.m. Central Time and 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be going to around about midnight Eastern Standard Time. Is all we're going to do. For those of you that are early, that's going to be 7:45 Pacific Time. So that's when we're going to start. And hope that you are, please, if you haven't hit the like button for that, please do so. That'll get more that out. And we'll be in there. And hey, Derek, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for dropping by. And hope you enjoy your time here. And Jerry, so are you speaking about a mod for this channel or as for this channel? If you do, let me. If that's what you want, I can make you a mod. I'd sure appreciate that very much. I already have 2 mods, but as well, but we can always do more. Let me see if I think I can. Let me just make sure real quick. I'm using the free mode right now. Hopefully, I'm trying to get to the paid mode that I can have quite a bit of mods. Let me check real quick here. I think I can. Let me. I might not be able to. Let me look real quick here. I appreciate that as well, especially I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I have fortunately, yeah. Right now, I can only have 2, but I will put your name down. Basically, when I get to the base, which I'm hoping to here in a couple of weeks, whatever, you will be notified. I will let you know. You should be notified by StreamYard. You'll get a notification that you've become a mod. So I'll let you know, but I'll definitely put your name down. I appreciate that. Definitely. And so definitely, and thank you so much. Oh, you're very welcome. And definitely, I'll use wherever you need me. Yep, basically. I'll have streams. I'll let you know. I'll put you on as well. You'll know. I have private chats that are specific for each chat, in each live stream, and you'll be put on those lists. You'll get them. Everyone's they'll have the title of the stream. Once the stream is over, I delete that group, so you don't have the risk of any spam. So each time you get a new one, you can just go ahead and approve it. If you want to join, and I will add you to the list. So that way you'll know when it is and when it happens, and I'll give you the StreamYard link and all that. I'm not going to give you the notification. You'll know when it's happening as well. And basically, you won't have to. I don't send StreamYard. You won't need the StreamYard link, but at least you'll know when it's happening. And it's coming up. You'll know ahead of time, so you can plan if you can make it or not. And if you can, you can. If you can't, no worries whatsoever. All righty. I think that's everything. Thank you again, Jerry, and everybody that's shown up. And you're welcome very much, Jerry. Very, very much. And thank you. It's an honor. And okay, and I'm going to go ahead and end. But don't forget tonight. And just at this point, just please remember as we close here that please remember that you are enough. You are more than enough. It is amazing how enough you really are. And don't ever forget that you are of infinite worth. This world needs you in it. And don't ever forget, don't ever forget to never let the foolishness out there steal your bliss. Until next time, this is Jason the Nice One, and we'll talk with you soon. Peace. I love you guys. See you soon.